Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Today, we're doing something a bit interesting. We are playing a classic mode. We're playing Ability Arena. Now, Ability Arena is dead, right? At least that's what they said. They said they weren't gonna update it anymore. But as you can see in the updates right now, it's actually been getting a bunch of fixes. Even balance updates down here. Balance update, 4th of December. So, no, the game mode is actually kind of back. Why? What happened? Why was it dead in the first place? Let's talk about it. This intro might take a little bit, so if you don't feel like discussing this, then you can just skip ahead. We got a fun game coming up. But point being, why is Ability Arena back? Well, I have a pretty clear theory. I think it's kind of obvious. It's because Sunsfan and Jenkins, they started a Kickstarter for Ability Arena called Relic Arena. And Relic Arena is kind of supposed to be standalone Ability Arena. It maybe has a curious theming to it, but either way, I'm not here to promote the Kickstarter. That's not it. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. If you don't, then, don't. That's fine. But the point is that I think that's mostly why they're back, right? They want their existing or previously existing player base to kind of see that they have a thing going on. They're trying to promote that. That makes sense. However, the reason why Ability Arena originally went away was something different, wasn't it? That was because the monetization in the arcade was being shut down. Valve sent out letters to all of the people in the arcade that have monetization in it and said to them that you need to stop running this as a commercial product because the arcade is supposed to be non-commercial. So what happened then? Well, lots of games said they were going to die. They're going to go away, right? Because, of course, they can't make money anymore, so they don't work anymore. But here they are, like Overthrow is still here. Like Custom Hero Chaos is still here. Where is Custom Hero Clash? Custom Hero Clash is still here. They're all still here. I thought they were going to go away. What happened? Well, Valve just didn't really follow through. So there are a couple of theories, right? There's the one theory that people have found a loophole. I personally don't believe in it, but the loophole, as people describe it, is that you can just put monetization into the game as long as it's not directly in the game. So what you can do is you can put monetization into the game that is basically a link to an external website, and then on that website you can buy stuff for the game. What you can't do is buy stuff in the game directly. Personally, I don't really believe in that, mostly because, that's still commercial. The statement was non-commercial. Like, you're not supposed to run it commercially. Just because the payment process is on a different website doesn't mean it's not commercial, right? So I don't really think that's what's going on. What I think is going on is kind of what's usually going on with Valve, and that's that they forgot. They just kind of like they forgot. I think that's it. Maybe they stopped caring. I mean, it was always kind of implied that it wasn't actually Valve that cared, but their legal department that somehow got, kind of somehow heard of this. And then you're like, oh, shit, well, this isn't right. But, apparently this is just it. Like, the monetization is fine. The new games come out, like Dota released, and it was monetized. And here it is. And it wasn't shut down. Nobody has been told to shut it down. It's all just available, right? If we look at something like the 1x6 website. Wait, there we go. If we look at something like the 1x6 website, you will see that on here, you can just buy a subscription. You can just buy one. Apparently mine ran out, but... You can just do that. And in the game, of course, there's a link to this website. So, well, that's a little bit weird, right? So a couple of games said they were going to shut down, and then, they kind of didn't. And some games did actually shut down, and now they're kind of coming back. A little while ago, we were also having server issues, and those have mostly been fixed. Although I'm actually not sure if they've been fixed, because my theory of the server issues was always that they weren't actually server issues. It was that Valve reduced the capacity of the arcade, right? Because Valve makes a certain number of servers available for their different services. So they probably, up to that point, just had unlimited servers available for the Dota arcade. But I'm guessing that they just reduced that number to a set amount, and that set amount was just lower than the number of players we had. And so it was really difficult to find games. But now that's been fixed, as in we can find servers again. And I wonder if that's because they increased the number of servers, or, which I personally find a bit more likely, it's because there's less players. I mean, if you have a look at these games here, right? Like, I know these player numbers are still pretty good, but they're actually not anywhere as good as they used to be. Not even really close. I mean, OMG used to be like $20,000 auto chess, casual 12K usually, right? That's where it hung around. Like, Custom Hero Chaos is doing pretty well, but Bro Dota is obviously way down as well. I mean, Custom Hero Clash is way down. 1x6 is down a bit. So lots and lots of games just have like less players. So what I'm guessing is that maybe instead of, you know, instead of like they really making more servers available, maybe their plan just worked. And what they essentially did is reduce the overall player number of, or like the user number of the arcade by just making less servers available. So people stop playing until it kind of stopped being an issue. And then you have a new set number of people there. I don't know. That could be it, or maybe both. Like they increased it and then player numbers also went down, and then that just kind of like fixed it. That's most likely, in my opinion. Either way, there's been a lot going on with the arcade, and it's all been a little weird and a little sketch. And I've had people asking about it, so I thought I could bring it up. And this seemed like as about as good a time as any to do that. So, what are we doing about it? What is there to say now? Nothing, really. I just thought it would be kind of something worth talking about. What we're doing today is we're playing Ability Arena. Got a really fun Ability Arena game for you. I make a bit of a mistake in the early game. Don't worry. That just makes it more interesting. I just make a blunder in the second round. I feel a little silly about it, to be honest. But either way, let's just get ourselves into the game. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hello, friends. We got ourselves Ability Arena. Let's pick a hero. Oh, no Aghanim. Well, now I don't know what to do. Well, there's a couple of different things that we can choose from. Let me have a quick look here. There is this working? Is it showing band stuff? Yeah, okay, so it is working. So I think Salamane might be all right. Could be. We could also play Boneless Aghanim, which is kind of a fun one, but it's also not that good. Let's play Salamane. It's a simple character, but I think there's nothing wrong with that. So that's the main reason, of course, why it's back here. There's the Relic Arena. Can you click on this? No, you can't click on it? I keep checking it, though. I keep checking it because I'm just interested in how well it's doing. Last I checked, it was at 39,000 euros, but it had been there for a while. Which isn't unusual by any means. Kickstarters like that definitely have a tendency to kind of like have a bit of a hump in the middle. Yeah, it's at 40,000 now. So, but last I checked was like 3-4 days ago. So it's not really making any progress. But that's fairly normal, right? You will have a big surge at the start and then ideally another surge at the end. That's just kind of standard. So I wouldn't think too much into that. But yeah, that's obviously why they are kind of, you know, bringing it back because they want people to pay attention to their Kickstarter. I do hope that they can manage to make everything work the way they want to. Because I think it's just cool that they are actually, you know, making a video game. So, what are we looking at here? We've got Living Armor, which is one of the best spells in the game. But unfortunately, I don't know how good it is with Salamane. I like a buffing lineup a lot. But Living Armor is not... No, buffing lineup isn't the way to go here. I don't think so. We want to maximize mana consumption. Oh, I should maybe explain that. So Salamane has this ability here. Every time an allied hero spends mana, all your heroes gain 0.015% spell amp, and the buff resets every round. So the more mana we spend all around, the more spell amp we get. So what we're trying to do is we're just kind of trying to slam mana. Like we want to go into the fight and just use a shit ton of mana and then go from there. Now, there are a couple of great abilities in this pool that will work really well for this. Like, immediately just check the ultimates for it, right? But there is Chaotic Offering. That's a huge amount of mana used. There's Freezing Field. There is... Oh, shit. I need to sell. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, friends, I messed up. Oh, we made a misplay. Oh, that's a really big misplay. No. Well, That's gonna be more interesting then to see if we can make this comeback happen. What I did is I was getting ready to play my usual curve, which is buy 2 things on 1, buy another thing on 2, but then sell 2 things before the round is over, so we have 3 abilities, and then level. So we level on 2. But I messed it up. But that's okay. That's okay. We are gonna just go ahead and play anyway, and we'll make this work fine. Even though we made some mistakes while we were looking through here. But nothing too big, not a big deal. It's just gonna make the game a little bit more interesting, I suppose. So yeah. Oh, okay. Faceless Void. Oh, why did you swap target? Come on, buddy. Unbelievable. That is so rude. So, yeah, man, this sucks. But I think we just go and level up here, right? Fuck it. Give it a roll. Nice, we found Pulse Nova. So that's a big one. We're definitely looking for Pulse Nova. There's Black Hole too, right? Yeah. So there's another build here. We can go Black Hole, Icarus Dive on a hero. That's also another great way to use a bunch of mana, and it actually does a good amount of damage. Icarus Dive itself doesn't use mana, but that's okay. The Black Hole will use a good amount of it. And then we really just need to find a way to like actually really benefit from the mana being used. Like how do we get Spell Amp? What kind of Spell Amp do we want to get value out of? Like Core Spray is pretty good. As I already said, Pulse Nova is fantastic just because it burns through so much mana, but it also does a lot of damage while doing so, which is really good. Ooh. Nice. It's okay, don't worry about it. We'll take Pulse Nova here, we'll take Icarus Dive, then we roll, we find absolutely jack shit, but Laser is actually okay. It uses a good amount of mana. Again, right now, we're just kind of happy to use anything that uses mana. And then we can put this here. We're keeping the Icarus Dive for now. I don't think we necessarily want to use that, or like want to equip that on somebody where it's not going to get too much value. Right, like just kind of take it easy. Just wait a bit. And man, I'm really gonna have to play from behind. I'm really gonna have to play from behind here because of the mistake I made. But in a way, isn't that gonna be more interesting? Not to brag, but a small issue I tend to have with Ability Arena when I've been playing public games here is just that they're pretty easy. It's pretty easy to just win. So, hey, we're just handicapping ourselves. No, sorry. Apologies. Okay then. Storm Spirit is nice. It's got a huge mana pool. Magic Missile is good. Earth Shock. Probably alright, to be honest. Like, not the worst thing in the world. Leech Seed. Eye of the Storm. I think I will roll this. Oh, does this use mana? No, not that much, right? Ravage uses a good amount, though. Now, there is an interesting idea here with Essence Flux. Now, if we want to use Essence Flux, what would we use Essence Flux with? Is there anything here that's actually worth spamming? Or is it just like, we could just go for like individual abilities? To be honest, there isn't necessarily anything wrong with just like using Essence Flux and then 3 just normal ass spells. But probably not. Okay. So what I have to decide here as well is, do I want a Sharpshooter? Probably not as well. So it's 300 mana. This was like none. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Alright, we level up. We roll. Chronosphere. I think we're going for Ravage though. It's probably time for us to actually like equip some stuff, but we still don't really have a great way. No, we don't have enough resources, and I don't want to sell anything right now. I think it's better to just play it safe. We probably want Spirit Siphon over here. And we definitely want Pulse Nova over there. Although I think I might get rid of Spirit Siphon. Yeah, I think because it's being contested, it's not actually that good. So we can go like this. So it's not quite mana efficient, but I think that's all right. And we definitely want Chaotic Offering. Chaotic Offering is just one of the best spells in the game. All right, so we actually have a little bit of a build now, right? Like we have just some abilities that actually make sense. Oh, you're not gonna use it. Ah, interesting. Okay. So the spirit, so the storm spirit doesn't use it because he doesn't get close enough. Huh. I didn't even know that. All right, so I feel like this right here, this is a potential item build. Or like, this is a potential skill build. So maybe we can move... Oh, let's just reroll this guy. Is Tusk okay? Tusk might be okay. I mean, if we actually go for the Essence Flux with Quill Spray, that might actually be fine. I can come and bring this in here. Yeah, we don't mind these two. Definitely do this. I do kind of want Lucent Beams. Lucent Beam being contested doesn't look like it. Lucent Beam would be the ultimate payoff. That's like how we actually win. Lucent Beam and Magical Missile. I guess we can lock this and reroll the Zeus. Grimstroke is great. He's got really good stats. Yeah, these modern heroes in their giga stats. That's just how it always is, right? Alright then. I think I'd probably go with Grimstroke here. It's just a bit more likely, I feel, to do what we need him to do. And then we have Glaze of Wisdom, not being currently contested. Do we have a way to actually use them effectively, though? There's Unleash. Can you use Unleash on a ranged hero? You can, right? Like, that should be fine. There's also just Chemical Rage. Unleash on a ranged hero sounds kind of fun. I haven't done that before, but there's also just Focus Fire. I think we will hedge the Glaze of Wisdom. That should be alright. Okay. We have a couple of nice things. And we should be able to start winning. And honestly, it's not even that bad that we are behind right now. Because we are gonna get much better positioning in this arena as a result. And better positioning here just means we get a better item. Honestly, it's not ill-advised to just, you know, lose the early game to get a better fight here. I don't think so at all. Everybody has infinite cast and attack range. So we get a first pick. Probably just need survivability or mana. I think a Kaya makes sense. We can put the Kaya on the Tusk. That should be alright. This is all bad, so I will level up here so I can just find something that way. And then I need to figure out what to do with this Grimstroke, and I need to figure out, because I know definitely we're having one Icarus Diver, and I need to figure out what to do with these Glaze of Wisdom. I'm sort of tempted to, like, use the Glaze of Wisdom as a separate hero. I don't know. Problem with this is it's only good if we actually get at least level 3 of it. But it's not being contested right now, so it's not, like, unreasonable that we might get there. But we have to get there. If we don't get there, then it's pretty worthless. Alright, you can Icarus dive. Have a good time, buddy. This Cutlass is gonna have the worst time of his life. He's just not gonna have a good time. When I said have a good time, I said that knowing that he wasn't gonna have a good time. I know, I'm horrible. Alright. Yep, our damage is now totally good. See, just absolutely blew him up. Get this and this. You can't use Pulverize with Icarus Dive. I don't believe that works. There's a Chemical Rage. Chemical Rage Glaze of Wisdom is probably good. It's probably good enough, to be honest. And then we can get this. Oh, look at this. Well, that's a pretty nice shop. I don't currently have a way to really enable this. And I also don't know what I'm doing with this Lucent Beam yet. Do we want Focus Fire instead of Chemical Rage? Probably, actually. I think that is actually better. Alright, we'll buy this for now. I will lock here. Hey, laser isn't bad. It's not bad at all. Especially if we can get... especially if we can get it all the way leveled up. But just disabling somebody from, you know, casting spells is... Oh, sorry. From attacking is quite valuable. And we win? Nice. Alright, so we will get this and this is arguably good, but I don't think we have a space for it right now. This is good, this is good, this is good. Is this being bought? No, this is excellent. Lucent Beam. Do we lock for Lucent Beam? That seems sketch. I'm kind of wondering what I'm doing here with these. How much mana do you have? You have enough, right? But like you don't have enough to also sustain Lucent Beam and this. And I don't really want to put it on the Coddle. I guess I could. If I do this, it will actually... It might delay the Icarus dive. As long as we... yeah, he does actually cast it properly. Okay, no, that will work. Okay, never mind. That's fine. That's how we do it. So these are just really good abilities that I'm getting, but like, they're not, you know, they're not gonna work if we don't have a hero for them that can actually use them. And the problem is that they are a bit mana intensive, so we need to put them on somebody that isn't just gonna, you know, burn themselves out. So we'll pick this up. Laser, okay, that's interesting. Still no black hole, right? We don't go Reaper's Scythe, I don't think so. Although it is a lot of mana used, which is nice. Lucent Beam, do I care about this? I mean, it's actually not that bad, to be honest. Like, it's genuinely not a terrible idea. Chain Frost. No, I think I will roll. No, we're always looking for plays. I haven't found Black Hole. If we can find Black Hole, we actually like get another build online, but without it, right now we just don't really have too much from the Coddle. But that's okay, because turns out the rest of the stuff we've got is actually pretty nice. Lena, I think, is actually fairly ideal. That's actually a really good hero for us, so I'm happy about getting a Lena. All right, Magic Missile. This is good. This is good. For sure, I'm kind of tempted to use Magnetic Field, but I'm not confident that would actually be useful. We can go for Ravage and just like level up Ravage, increase stun duration, but I don't think that actually goes that far either. Magnetic Field on the Void Spirit might actually be the way to go. I'm not sure. I don't think I necessarily want Magnetic Field on the Lena. That doesn't seem super useful, but Magnetic Field on the Void Spirit could actually do quite a lot of work. Because it just blocks a lot of hits and makes our frontline a lot sturdier than otherwise they might be. Alright. So Lena's using a ton of mana now. Ooh, that's a heavy hit though. Okay, Coddle? I don't think he got it. Well, he got kind of close though. Talking about kind of close, look at this. Almost level 9 on our laser. Finally, alright, we found Black Hole, so that's an important one. Then, Magnetic Field, Focus Fire. We could also actually get Poison Attack as well and just like use a shit ton of mana for attacking. That sounds kind of fun. I mean, like, why not? Sleight of Fist. That's a terrible idea. I do need to have some sort of protection on her eventually. I mean, Refraction isn't bad. It's not good either. It doesn't really help us in our game plan. Oh, Leech Seed is uncontested. Ooh, well, Leech Seed it is. In case you don't know, Leech Seed is actually one of the most dangerous abilities in this game. It's a pretty crazy, honestly, how strong it is, like how much it can do. All right, yeah. So Lena's just building up our spell damage. Like that's really her main job here right now. Good, good, good. So what I really enjoy about our build is how it's using a lot of weird abilities in kind of weird ways. We don't need this. No, this is not important. It would only be good if we managed to get it maxed out, and that's just not going to happen. So we don't need to level that up at all. Aphotic Shield is being bought. Summon Spirit Bear is a very good ability, but we don't really need it. We don't have any synergy with it. We definitely want Focus Fire to be maxed out, because max level Focus Fire resets its cooldown when we get a kill. So at that point, this just starts being an insta-kill button. No, it's already an insta-kill button, but it's just like, I guess it's a team kill button, right? It just starts killing everybody, which is great. And do we care about this? Hairball? Oh, if we could get this to game, yeah, but the chances are pretty much non-existent. Fortune's End is definitely worth going for. We'll level up Black Hole for now. Yeah, Lena's mana usage. It's great. Alright, good laser, but I think we're out of resources here. So what's important? While right now we might not be doing that well. A big problem that we're getting bottlenecked by is just actual mana. Right? Like our opponents, they just, don't die to our initial wave of spells, and then we run out of mana, and then we don't have a follow-up wave of spells. That may seem like a really big problem, and I guess in a way it is. I mean, it's definitely not ideal. However, I actually think it's fine. And that's mostly because, keep in mind, we're gonna level up. And as we level up, our dudes get more mana. And as we get more mana, we'll be fine. It would have been nice to get more Earthshock. We haven't gotten any of this yet. And this is actually a pretty nice ability. Especially if we get it to super, because then we can make, we get Enrage every time we use it. So it's actually a tanking ability as well, which is a big reason why I got it. But, alright. Laser, there was the black hole. It wasn't the best black hole, but it was alright. We got that win at least. So, we level up this, we level up this. And what's our strongest hero? Probably the Lina, but she can only get one kill. The Lina gets one kill. I think we'll take one kill. I don't think we have a unit that can actually get more than one. So one is just gonna have to be good enough. We can get Leech Seed here. Oh, I do want Pulse Nova to be maxed out. Is it worth locking? Probably worth locking, yeah. Does Essence Flux on Lina work? No, it doesn't. For Essence Flux to trigger, we need a spell, and these abilities aren't considered spells. Essence Flux only works specifically with OD's Orb, and that's because OD's Orb is treated differently from other abilities like it. So, unfortunately, no, doesn't work. But this is still okay, just because it, like over here, just with Quill Spray, we can refresh the Pulse Nova, and that's really the most important thing. It's also kind of funny that I keep finding more Quill Spray, even though it's highly contested. I mean, I don't know, I might as well get it, I suppose. I mean, I've already locked here. So Lina's gonna get one kill, and then she's gonna die, but the important thing there is that one kill is better than no kills, right? And I don't think that our team is necessarily built in a way where we have a lot of individual strength. Usually you would build very much more centered around individual strength than we have, but our hero, right, our god, I think is what they call it in this mode, very much leans itself towards like team-wide power. Like you need to kind of consider all of the units in your team. So, yeah. Should Arcane Orb be considered a very mana costly attack modifier? I mean, I guess it is, but I don't think there is Arcane Orb, right? Like Arcane Orb isn't an option. Attack modifier? No, no Arcane Orb. Oh, I have to pick something. Hex, right? Every time? We put this on you. You need the mana the most. So that's actually really big. I might even be able to get another spell on you now. Frostbite is being purchased already. Lightning Bolt. I mean, it's not bad. It's a bit contested, but not super contested, but also it's just a like kind of a god tier ability, so that's all right. Get these two, and then we roll again, and we lock this for sure because more lightning bolt, more poison attack. It's actually really important to get more poison attack. Poison attack may seem like a weird addition to this, but poison attack is actually really fun once you get it to super, because you get extra attack range. And that's like a big thing that we are looking for. Some extra attack range would be nice. It would also be nice to get some extra attack speed, but in a way I'm just kind of banking we'll get Focus Fire maxed out eventually. Alright, so we'll get this. Definitely want Leech Seed. I'm sort of tempted to get a Photic Shield, but it keeps popping up, but it is contested, so it's probably not worth it. Oh, Blood Rage. Yeah, that's the one. Let's get Blood Rage, absolutely. And finally some more Earth Shock. And then, oh, nice, perfect, okay. We can get Poison Attack, Earth Shock, Icarus Dive, why not? But mostly I'm looking for Lucent Beam. So Icarus Dive is one of those abilities. If we can max it out, it's actually pretty good. It's not like immediately game winning, but sometimes it can be. It's actually pretty nice because you like have a really big AoE stun that actually does a lot of damage. Lucent Beam, if we get Lucent Beam maxed out, we just win the game. And it would be nice to actually finally get to finish our laser, but that's not happening. So, oh well. Poison attack doesn't use mana. Oh, you're right. That's okay. It's still not a bad ability by any means. But you're right, I actually completely forgot about that. I have to admit, I haven't been playing too much of this game mode myself. You know, at least not recently. Like, that's fine too. Even if it doesn't actually synergize, it doesn't have to. Not everything needs to synergize all the time. Oh, 2 black holes. No. It's not worth locking. It's not worth locking. Because, like, black hole, we could, in theory, get there. Level 9 black hole, but I think that's going too far. We do have to kind of make decisions, like what abilities are actually worth maxing out, what abilities do we want to max out, and which abilities are we fine just kind of keeping at level 1, or I guess level 3, and which abilities do we keep at level 6, and so on, right? That's actually a really important distinction to make. And I think there's so many other spells that we want to max out that aren't black hole that we just don't really have the resources to also max out black hole. We just can't do it. It's kind of fun that the Grimstroke is so much of our power. Like, the Grimstroke is actually terrifying. It's just very cool, I think. Nice. And Tusk also does a huge amount of damage. We do always go for Wind Run. We do always go for Poison Attack. We do always go for Glaze of Wisdom. We are now done with Dispersion. We don't need any more than this. We do always go for Pulse Nova. And we definitely lock these. We get the Lucent Beam. We get the Glaze of Wisdom. Now we can start farming Int, which isn't necessarily actually going to happen that much, but like, it's okay. It's a possibility now, right? And then Lucent Beam, it just makes the ability a lot stronger, which is really nice. But most importantly, it gets us a step closer to that Gaben. And a Gaben, Lucent Beam becomes Eclipse, and it's just broken as hell. So that's it. That's just like how you go, right? You just blow things up. I think overall our team is looking really nice. We're going up against Aghanim, which is always a bit scary. Aghanim definitely has the possibility of just popping off. This guy also hasn't lost too many fights, it seems. Alright, nice. Honestly, I'm very impressed by this Tusk. I was worried that he wouldn't have anywhere near enough mana, and I guess he kind of doesn't, but also kind of does. Like, he seems to be doing alright. I want to. Oh. No. No, we actually don't want more attack range. Right? Like, that's not actually good. No. No. This we do want, though, because we want the Enrage effect. Finally! That took long enough. In Glaze, we want the bounce, obviously. Leech Seed, yes. Dispersion, no. Probably not worth the lock. We roll. Magic Missile, always worth locking. Always. If you can get Gaben Magic Missile, that's another game-winning ability, right? It sounds so silly, but honestly, just look at it. Bounces infinite times, but only once to each unit. What that means, it's basically if we cast a magic missile, it's gonna hit every single hero on the opposing team. And that's so good. That is so good. All right. Laser, magic missile, tusk burn. Oh, black hole there, and it should be a kill. Get out of here. Let's get the magic missile. Nope, don't care about this. Sure, why not? Why am I leveling this up? Okay, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have leveled that up anymore. Leech Seed is worth it, though. Icarus Dive. We do go for Pulse Nova. Do I go Icarus Dive? We are going Icarus Dive. We are going Icarus Dive. We've got this at level 6 now, so now we cast Fire Spirits. Oh, I don't think I've explained the Icarus Dive Black Hole combo yet. It's fairly straightforward. It's just you can cast Black Hole while Icarus diving, and it won't interrupt the Icarus Dive, and it won't interrupt the Black Hole. What that means is our hero will Icarus Dive in, cast Black Hole, and the biggest problem you have with Black Hole is that the hero that's channeling Black Hole might get interrupted, right? And because it's kind of got a low cast range, you're stuck in the middle of the fight, it's difficult to actually get off a good Black Hole. Well, with Icarus Dive, we get right into the middle of the fight, but then it also teleports us out. Here, just pay attention to this. He goes in, casts Black Hole, hits 3 heroes, but he's actually back in our base. Or in his starting position. So it's just a super, super safe way of getting a Black Hole hit on multiple heroes. It's really good. Oh shit, I guess we're going for this. Magic Missile, always worth it. Oh. I think that's our first proper miss of the game, isn't it? Oh, never mind. Never miss. We're the best. We never miss. We never do. I could arguably get rid of Blood Rage or Magnetic Field. But hey, we can get ourselves the Icarus Dive 2. Sorry, game, not Icarus Dive 2. It will be Icarus Dive 3 anyway. But game Icarus Dive goes hard. So, that would be pretty nice to have. We could re-roll a hero here, but I actually really like our heroes. I think they're alright. And re-rolling just has a higher chance of giving us crap, to be honest, than giving us something good. So that's actually kind of the worst thing that can happen with Icarus Dive here. Or like with our black holes that, you know, we just kind of black hole a single hero. But all things considered, that's actually not that bad an outcome, is it? Alright, so this was not a good fight. We need some better positioning here, I think. Alright, so I honestly just moved the Kotl up a little bit. That should go a long way. I don't think I care about this poison attack. A Leech Seed would be good. Magic Missile is good. Yes, okay. Really nice. And then we can also get more Focus Fire. This is probably gonna last a little while longer. Like it's just us two, but we both have a good amount of HP. I'm a little lower, but I'm gonna kill this guy, and it's gonna take a little while. So, you know. Yeah. Fortune Sand. So, what are we going up against, though? Rolling Thunder is a small problem, but nothing we can't handle. Alright. That's nice. Very good. Yeah. I think we got him. Sick. Alright, more of this. 1-on-1. I think Lina has the best shot. Arguably the Kotl. But I think it's gotta be Lina, right? We'll get Earth Shock. No, we're not going for Poison Attack. 9. We like the bonus attack range. We like the additional, you know, magic resistance reduction. But the game level just makes it so we get extra maximum, maximum stacks. And also the poison attack now reduces armor, which I don't care about. Armor doesn't really matter to us. So that's fine. All right, so we have some really nice ones here now. Like magic missile is huge, of course. Laser is huge. This right here would be nice to get to. Oh, can I get a bloodstone? Nice. Oh, that's huge. Let me have this bad boy. I mean, you guys know where this is going, right?
Your turn to pick.
This comes on you? Absolutely, every time. Getting some spell lifesteal on these heroes, and particularly on this guy. Massive. Alright, get this and this. Interesting. But we lock for Lucent Beam. Do we lock for Lucent Beam? But there's also Blood Rage. We do have to win a couple more fights. Like probably 4 or 5 more fights. This guy has a lot of HP. It's gonna be a grind, so you know, better get ready for it. Yeah, the Bloodstone goes nice. Oh, this guy. Huge. We have 66% spell amp at the end of it. Alright, Lucent Beam. Focus Fire seems good. Interesting. So I want Nimbus. Definitely want Nimbus. I'm a little unsure about this. Probably not. We're probably not going for that. I would rather roll. It's Quill Spray. This guy is contesting Quill Spray, right? But let's get level 6 Quill Spray going on. It just gives us the Hairball and a good amount of extra damage. It's not a terrible thing to have. And since we're only 2 players, I mean, it is a possibility to actually get to level 9 anyway, right? 137. So we did like 30 damage through that last fight. Well, that's not a lot. Okay. Well, we kind of keep getting trapped, but the good news is that our core heroes, right, which are the Tusk and the Grimstroke, they are surviving and thriving. They are absolutely hanging in there, and they got this all under control. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. This is greedy, but that's okay. Lightning Bolt, what does that do? Grants Thundergaben's Wrath. Oh, fuck it, we bold, right? Lena just killed herself on axe. That's alright. I don't really want to change anything around right now because, to be completely honest, while there is very likely different positioning we could use that would be more effective, especially since we're giving our opponent time to like reposition their stuff, we're not gonna die to one lost fight. We'll be fine. And then most importantly afterwards, most importantly right now in my mind, you know, we kind of put the pressure on our opponent. Like, you have to figure something out because this is working for us. So you gotta find a way to make this not work. Although I gotta say that blade mail, that's maybe a bit of an issue. Oh no, easy peasy, easy peasy. All right, get this. No, I don't need Blood Rage. Oh my god, we got Lucent Beam maxed out. Okay, that does matter. That does definitely matter. So we don't want this because it actually makes it so that our team becomes weaker. We do not want Gaben Urshock. Urshock is fine at level 6. Black Hole, no, nothing. Ooh. So that's really interesting now. This might actually... So we don't need this anymore. We don't need Blood Rage anymore. We can get rid of Blood Rage. And it might actually be a good idea to do that because it kind of increases how much damage we take. I do want Fortune's End, but probably not happening right now. Overcharge might be better. How do I survive on this Lena? That's my main problem now. Oh, we got rooted. Oh, it's okay. I mean, she's gonna kill this. Oh, this is maybe not going super well right now. That move around. Can Tusk do it? He's silenced. Oh, that sucks. Ooh. Alright, okay. I gotta survive better on the Lena. That's like the main problem. To be honest, is Berserker Spot the way to go? I mean, it feels like the only option I've got. There aren't a lot of good tools for us to survive better here. This isn't bad. Wow, you're finding a lot of games. Yeah, that's the problem playing against Aghanim. Aghanim will just find more games than me. So we kind of have to be better, I guess. Have to find better games. Alright, we will reposition a tad. And I am pretty much just doing this randomly. I don't think there is too much planning that we can even do. Just, you know, mess things up a bit and then go from there. Oh no! Was that a game Crystal Maiden thing? Oh, that's a problem. But random positioning did work. So we're good. Can we just... We're not getting Fortune's End maxed out, right? It would have been nice, but we're not getting there. Oh, that's good. If I can get Quill Spray, that would be ideal. I might even sell for Quill Spray. That's okay too. We have managed to gain the lead. Yeah, our opponent, again, there's lots and lots of games here. Wait, no, that's me. Down here, that's where the games are. Yeah, there's 3 on there. This one is scary. Refraction? That's not Refraction. Anyway, this is Refraction. Oh, fuck. This is Fervor? Wait, what? Seems like this is getting moved around a bunch, yeah. Oh, this hero's getting scary as hell. Frostbite is scary, though. We are more on the disabling side. Okay, there's the freeze. I think we lose this. We have some damage still. No, we're fine. Oh, we got it! Let's go! Oh! That's nice. Look at that. That's kind of crazy. I gotta say, I didn't expect to win this one. A really long game too. Like that lasted a lot of rounds. That really, like round 30. That's late. 40 minutes of Ability Arena, one game. But despite some early game hiccups, managed to get there. Very good. Very exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.